As you all know, if you've been on my channel for a while, I have been screaming about Bethesda ever since Fallout 4 basically Avengers Endgame to me. You see, in my life, most people sit there, they complain, oh, Game of Thrones season 8 or 9, whatever it was terrible. It was terrible. And all I can think is like, well, welcome to my world. Fallout 4 was my Game of Thrones final season. Avengers Infinity War was my, what is that show called again? Game of Thrones final season. Every time I turn around, something I love gets fucked due to bad writing or cashing in on nostalgia. Anyway, let's just get into this. Bethesda was ready for Fallout 76's rough reception, says Todd Howard. My left nut you guys were. My left nut you were. Get out of here. You saw how Todd Howard walked around smugly, talking about how amazing Fallout 76 was, how big it was, 14 times the detail. Get out of here before I lose my mind. 14 times the detail. It was literally Fallout 4 online. Do not lie to me. I'm not a little boy. I'm not retarded. Don't lie to me. I've dated women. I can sniff a lie when I smell one.
You get the hell out!
Todd Howard said, and I quote, "It's not how you launch, it's what it becomes." What the fuck is this gonna become?
Error CE348780 can corrupt your data and force you to reinstall the game and console operating system. A few PC players had their computers brick entirely. Also, when the date rolled over to the 1st of January 2019, the nukes in the game stopped working altogether. No one thought it prudent to program in other years in an always online game.
Yes! Fuck. Jesus. Are you crying?
Besides a big meme. That's all Fallout, I was about to say Fallout 4. Fallout 76 was a huge meme. It's a running gag from start to finish. It was the biggest joke we all ever seen. It was on layers we can't even comprehend because we only live in the 3rd dimension. But I'm sure beings in the 4th dimension could see new levels of douchery that Bethesda could come up with. Oh my God. What is it gonna become? Nothing. You motherfuckers are gonna abandon that shit soon. Just like EA's going to abandon Anthem. Just like Twitch has abandoned Anthem. That's how bad it is. Games as service. Here's a log of shit. Now we're gonna charge you for every piece of shrubbery that grows on it. I can't even fathom new ways to insult this. I just read this from PC Gamer. Todd Howard, the director of Bethesda, said the studio expected a rough reception for Fallout 76. And he also thinks the online RPG has somewhat damaged the developer's reputation. You don't say, Toddling.
Your fantasies can't ever be quenched, can they? You freaking freaks! When will you learn? When will you learn that your actions have consequences?
My little Toddster, you think this pile of dog shit may have harmed your reputation? Not that it was sterling to begin with. It was cute with Fallout 3 with all those bugs. Like, ha 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 ha, so funny. Fallout New Vegas, which was done by Obsidian, but you could excuse all the issues it had. The story was actually good. It was a Fallout game that was actually an RPG. My God, role-playing game. Not action-adventure game disguised as a role-playing game. Fallout 4 was like choking on an ice pop. You didn't see it coming, and all of a sudden the fun immediately vanished as soon as you were left with the horror of your own mortality. We knew we were going to have a lot of bumps, Todd Howard said when asked by IGN whether Bethesda was prepared for the negative reaction. We were ready for, and we knew this is not the type of game that people are used to from us. We knew there was going to be a lot of bumps. On what planet do you work on something and you see that it's going poorly? In fact, it's going worse than poorly. It's a mess. You tried to fix your tranny by hitting it with a goddamn sledgehammer, and now the car won't turn on, and you're at your job at, I don't know, Ford Motors, and for some reason you got hired even though you don't deserve to be there as a technician. and you say to yourself, this is good. This is all right. We're going to put this out on the showroom floor. Someone will enjoy this. The tinging in the engine is it's a quirk. It's quirky. The fact that they knew that this game was just a mess and they still put it out speaks volumes of what the game industry thinks of its consumers. They genuinely believed. They knew it was messed up, but they let it out anyway because they didn't think it was going to happen like this. All right? I mean, the Nuka-Cola rum, for God's sakes, was put inside of plastic and spilled all over the place. And not once did anyone stop and say, this might not be a good idea. Fallout 76 is not being well received. Why on earth would we put out plastic wrapped around a glass bottle of really shitty vodka or whatever the hell it was? Rum. They didn't care. They knew they had an intellectual property where enough yuppies would sit there and go and buy it. Much like Apple knows that they have enough yuppies that they can do damn near anything and people will buy it. I recall looking on Twitter and Pixel posted that Apple was putting out a $1,000 stand for like a computer monitor. Not the monitor, just the stand. The stand alone is $1,000. That's all you get. If you, for some reason, got confused at the Apple store and bought the stand thinking there's a monitor in there, you'd be sorely mistaken. And he's like, who would buy this? I said, Pixel. It's Apple. People will buy this shit because it says Apple on the box. People will buy it. Just like with Fallout 76, people ran out and bought it. People bought this stupid power armor helmet thing. And most of the people who did the reviews on YouTube weren't even bothered by the nylon bag because they were so high on hype juice.
Bag. I mean, it's not the best material. I mean, you can pretty much see how see-through it is. But, you know, it works.
That they just couldn't be dissuaded. I watched one guy open boxes for his special edition of Fallout, and these cocksuckers didn't even give him a CD. They gave him a piece of cardboard. He's like, well, I thought there'd be a CD in here, but they don't even give you a CD. Great. You got a CD case with Fallout crap put on it. Maybe you could put a Led Zeppelin album in there. It'd be better use of the case than the Fallout game. A tin case with no game. Imagine buying a hardcover book and there's no letters in the damn pages. Well, I bought this special edition of Tolkien's version of The Hobbit. It's a beautiful leatherback book, but there's no words on the pieces of paper. They're all blank pages. So you got to fill in your own elven language. Oh my God. Only in the gaming industry. Only in the gaming industry is this level of just sheer incompetence and just not giving a fuck works. Imagine if you went to your job and you are a bank teller. You know, because people sit there and go, oh, Bethesda's quirky. The bugs are part of Bethesda's charm. Reading these damn reviews from game journalists telling me Fallout 4 is charming. No, Fallout 4 isn't charming. Russell Brand is charming.
Hello, how are you?
I'm all right, thanks, Christopher.
You can call me Biggins.
I certainly shall. I might drop the last syllable.
Fallout 4 is a fucking mess. Dude, imagine if you went to your job, you took off your necktie, let's say you worked at a bank, and you put the necktie through the zipper of your pants and let it hang out as you wiggled around doing the floss emote dance from like Fortnite. Nobody at your job would go, oh, that's Gregory. He's just quirky. He's a little buggy. Ha ha ha. No, they go, this motherfucker's fired. Let's move on. I'm like ranting up a storm. We were ready for ... We knew this was not the type of game that people are used to from us, and we're going to get some criticism on it. And a lot of that is well-deserved criticism. They're only saying that shit now because they got caught with their pants down. Buggy game. Plastic nylon bags when you're supposed to get canvas. A leather jacket that is bright blue and looks like, I don't even know what. You wouldn't catch a gay man at the height of Studio 54 wearing this fucking jacket. You would catch Freddie Mercury dead in this shit. What else is there? There's so much wrong with Fallout, it's hard to remember. It'll come to me later. That crappy Pip-Boy, the crappy helmet, the game, the codes, the endless amount of bugs. The if you get banned, we'll let you back if you write an I'm sorry letter. The developer room. Oh my God. Well-deserved criticism. Jesus Christ. Remember, when Fallout 4 was being launched, what did Todd Howard do? He walked around and made a joke of the games being buggy.
the Break It Early test application. Because evidently, these online games are hard. They can have some nasty issues. I read on the internet that our games have had a few bugs. I did. I read it on the internet, so it's true. And that sometimes it doesn't just work.
Yes, it's true, motherfucker. As sure as you short as shit, it's true. Coming out there looking like a hobbit, trying to fleece me, Bilbo Baggins. Asked whether Fallout 76 launch had dealt any lasting damage to Bethesda's reputation or the Fallout name, Howard said, "I'm sure it has some. It would be naive to say it's had zero, but I think if people come to the game now, they'd be surprised." Get out of here, Todd. I got a copy of the game right now. I don't even want to load it up. Come on. They're sitting there like, oh, it's did a little damage. Todd's like one of those dudes when you get in a motorcycle crash. You know, your bike's all fucked up. It's upside down. The wheel is in a tree. And this other dude comes up and goes, "Don't worry, dude. It's a little damage. It'll buff out." Todd Howard's literally like, "Our reputation's a little harmed. Not bad. We'll buff out the scratch. It's no big deal." What? Howard said he wished the team had gotten Fallout 76 into players' hands earlier for more extensive testing. If it got into the players' hands any earlier, the motherfuckers would have been working at Bethesda on the game. Todd, the thing wasn't finished when you launched it. My God. The main takeaway we had was you've got to let it bake with a large live audience for longer than we did. There are just certain things you can never see until it's running 24/7 for a number of months. This could have taken the form of something like Steam Early Access or a larger beta that was free for anyone who played Fallout 4. He says, "Oh, wow, really, Todd? You greedy bastards knew that game was fucked. That's why the beta was linked to if you paid for a copy of the game. If you bought a copy of the game. The only reason why me and Zill could play the beta is because, fuck, what the hell is his name? It starts with an E. Shit, forgive me, dude. I forgot your handle on Discord. But that, he's got like ET as his avatar. I remember like pictures, not names. That's just me. He got us beta access, man. Oh my God. They knew it was fucked. That's why you had to pre-order the game to get the beta access. So they could get your money. They could get your money. That was why. If they put this out as an earlier beta for like longer than a week or two, people would have saw what they're dealing with and not bought the game. Cut it out, Todd. You didn't mean to do it. You guys knew what you had on your hands. It was a pile of shit, and you ran with it. Like a politician. Steam Early Access. If that shit was Steam Early Access, it would have never left Early Access. It would have came out of Early Access like a year later. And I quote, he believes the game has really turned around into a, quote, fabulous game with an incredible community behind it. We felt strongly, this is a game we want to play. This is something we really want to do. In all of the games like this, there's a difficult period where you launch, and it's not how you launch, it's what it becomes. And I couldn't be prouder of the team that worked on it. That's nice. 5 gold stars from Papa Todd. You know, I hope you put it on your fucking employees' desks. Thanks for working on this game that we probably forced you to make because we really wanted to get on that live services hype train. But it didn't work out because the game was a piece of shit. We rushed it to market. It was literally Fallout 4. Good job, Barry. Good job. Now, if you need me, I'm going to go back to my yacht made out of gold. That game sucks. That game sucks so bad. You know when a game sucks is when it comes out and a week later it's on sale. That's how you know a game sucks. Tricking people into buying it. The only way you can get in on the beta is if you pre-order the game through our launcher so we can avoid giving you a refund. You not remember that, Todd? No refunds. No, oh my God. No, I'm done with this because I'll be going off forever. I'm on fire because I saw Avengers Endgame and it was just like, man, don't watch that movie if you read comic books.